Hello students, next we will try to understand transistor configuration. Before going to transistor configuration, I will just give you a small idea about a transistor operation which we have already done in the previous video. I have explained you working of NPN and PNP transistor. In all the examples, all the transistor configuration which I am going to take, it will have only NPN transistor. So I am just explaining you the basic operation of NPN transistor. See how the current flows, what are the symbolic representation. A transistor has two junctions, say NPN. This is junction J1, this is J2, this is emitter, this is base, and this is collector. Emitter, base and collector. Emitter base junction should always be forward bias, so N connected to negative, P connected to positive. Collector base junction should always be reverse bias, so the polarity will be negative, positive, negative, positive, minus, plus. This is minus, plus. This potential applied between emitter and base junction, it is called as VEB, and this potential is applied between collector and base junction, which is VCB. Okay, and I told you that emitter should be heavily doped, base should be slightly doped, and collector should be moderately doped. Okay, so what happens is when negative potential is applied, this negative terminal will repel electrons. Large amount of charge carrier will move out of emitter into base. That will constitute emitter current IE. Okay, out of that large amount of charge carrier, few electrons will recombine with the holes. That will constitute base current IB. Remaining all the charge carrier will move into collector and get attracted to the positive terminal of the battery. So that constitute collector current IC. So we say IE is equal to IB plus IC, and I told you that out of 100% of emitter current, only 2% goes into base, remaining 98% goes into collector. Therefore we sometimes specify, most of the times we specify that emitter current is equal to collector current. Okay, now this VEB, or some books will refer it as VBE, this is called as forward bias voltage. This is called as forward bias voltage. Now see what happens is when the forward bias voltage is increased, that means this potential is increased. That means what will happen? More amount of charge carrier will move out of emitter into base. That means IE will increase, right? And as IE is equal to IC will also increase. And if VBE, which is the forward bias voltage, if it is decreased, forward bias voltage, if it is decreased, what happens is less amount of charge carrier will move out of emitter into base. That means IE will decrease, and therefore IC will also decrease. Okay, so we should know this biasing condition and this operation of NPN transistor, so that we can understand transistor configuration. Now, having basic idea about NPN transistor, let us try to understand transistor configuration. Transistor configuration, what you can see in the circuit diagram of NPN transistor, the transistor has three terminal. Whereas in diode it was only two terminals. So we could have used that diode terminals, one for input, one for output. Now in transistor, if we had four terminals, we could have used two for input, two for output. Now, but transistor has only three terminals. So what we do is, whenever a transistor is connected in a circuit, whatever, whether it is NPN or PNP, whenever a transistor is connected in the circuit, the transistor, one terminal of the transistor is common for both input as well as output. On the basis of that, we have three transistor configuration. The first one being common base configuration. common base configuration. When I say common base, that means base terminal of the transistor will be common for both input and output. Okay, and as I told you, we will take all the examples we will take considering the transistor to be an NPN transistor. Okay, so say this is the circuit diagram. See, very simple symbolic representation, you know, right? This is the base terminal. Okay, a terminal which has arrow mark will be the emitter, and the terminal which doesn't have any arrow will be the collector terminal, right? And in NPN transistor, the arrow mark is outward. Okay, so what we do is, this is emitter, this is base, and this is collector for NPN transistor. This is N, this is P, and this is N. Okay, so now what we will do is, we will apply the input between emitter and base, and output will be taken between collector and base. So base has become common terminal for both input as well as output. Okay, so before applying the input and taking the output, what we will do is, just simply what we will do is, we will apply the polarity first so that you can understand it easily. We always said that whenever a transistor is connected in the circuit, emitter base junction should be forward bias. बरोबर है? तो emitter is N region, base is P region, so it has to be forward bias. So what should be the polarity which I am going to apply? The polarity which I am going to apply will be P connected to positive, N connected to negative. Okay, P connected to positive, N connected to negative. So emitter base junction will be forward bias, plus minus. This potential is the emitter potential, the input potential. Okay, similarly collector base junction should be reverse bias. So collector base junction should be reverse bias. So what should be the polarity which I am going to apply? The polarity which has to be applied is P, reverse bias means opposite polarity. So P connected to negative, N connected to, right, N connected to positive, and this potential is the collector potential. Okay, the output potential. So this is the biasing. I hope you have understood. Okay, so whenever a transistor is connected in common base configuration, base will be common for input and output, emitter base junction should be forward bias, collector base junction should be reverse bias. Input will be applied between emitter and base, and output will be taken between collector and base. This is the collector resistance and this is the collector current which will be flowing. Okay, now to understand the working, what we will do is, first what we will apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this loop. Okay, this is the potential, right? The potential between collector and base, I will call it as VCB. Okay, so now what is Kirchhoff's voltage law? Algebraic sum of all the voltage around any closed loop starting from one point, one potential, going back to the same point, same potential, must be equal to 0, right? Must be equal to 0. So if you start with this positive terminal and when you go back to the same positive terminal, the algebraic sum of all the voltage must be equals to 0. So the potential, if you start like this will be positive terminal, so current direction will be positive to negative, like this it will go. So you are going from positive to negative, it is IC into RC. Then you are going from positive to negative plus VCB, this is the potential between collector and base. And when you going back to the same terminal, you are going from minus to plus, so it will be minus VCC equals to 0. So I can write the same equation as total voltage across collector will be the sum of VCB, that means voltage across collector and base, plus IC into RC. Okay, so voltage drop across the collector resistance. So now can I write the same equation as VCB is equal to VCC minus IC into RC, right? Minus IC into RC. So what you can see is that the output voltage which we are going to take we will be taking across collector base junction, and input we are going to apply between emitter base junction. So this is VEB, which has been forward biased by the external potential VEE, and this is your input VI. This is the AC signal, right? It has two half cycles, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So I hope you have understood till now, and now with reference to this, what we will do is we will try to understand the working. Okay, so of course we will understand the working for two different half cycles. So we will write during positive half cycle. See what happens during positive half cycles. That means when the input is at positive range. Okay, now what is the potential which we have applied? This is negative, this is positive, right? And this negative terminal goes to the emitter, and now you are applying an input signal now which has during positive half cycle. What happens is it will cancel these two signals, positive and negative will cancel, and VEB decreases. VEB is what? It is the forward bias voltage of emitter base junction. As I said, VBE, it can be specified as VEB or VBE. So what happens if the forward bias voltage decreases? IE decreases, IC decreases. As IE is equal to IC decreases. So हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? During positive half cycle of input AC, the forward bias voltage VBE decreases. Okay, forward bias voltage VEB decreases. You can specify it as VBE or VEB, whatever it is. Okay, VBE decreases. And what happens if the forward bias voltage decreases? IE. Therefore IE decreases. Now from this equation we know IE is equal to IC. So we'll write as IE is equal to IC. IC also decreases. Okay, IC also decreases. Now this is the output voltage equation for common base configuration. VCC is constant, which is the collector voltage. RC is the collector resistance, which is constant. So VCB depends upon IC, right? Any change in IC will produce change in VCB because VCC and RC are constant. So now when IC, what we said is during the positive half cycle IC decreases, and if IC decreases VCB, of course in this equation अगर IC का वैल्यू कम हुआ तो क्या होगा, है ना? अगर IC का वैल्यू कम हो गया तो ये दोनों का जो डिफरेंस है वो ज्यादा होगा, मतलब VCB बढ़ेगा. So IC also decreases, है ना? And we say as IC decreases VCB increases. Okay, VCB increases. So if I draw a waveform, this is VI, this is the positive half cycle of VI, and this is VCB, the output which we are going to the output which we are taking. So during positive half cycle, what happens? As IC decreases, VCB increases. That means the output will increase during the positive half cycle, right? This will be the output. Now say here we will write during negative half cycle. During negative half cycle, see what happens? Negative half cycle, now this is minus and minus gets added to each other, so the overall potential across emitter base junction will increase. That means VEB, the forward bias voltage across emitter base junction, will increase. So during negative half cycle of input AC, the forward bias voltage VBE increases. And what happens if forward bias voltage increases? IE increases. So we will write therefore IE increases. As IE is equal to IC also increases. Now if IC increase in this equation, IC increase means the difference between these two will be less, that means VCB will decrease. So we will write as IC increases, VCB decreases. VCB decreases. That means during negative half cycle, the VCB, that is output, will decrease. So what we can see is, in case of common base configuration, input and output are exactly same phase. That means there will be a phase shift of 0 degree between input and output. So this is the operation of transistor when connected in common base configuration. Now when I say when the transistor emitter base junction is forward bias and collector base junction is reverse bias, the transistor can be used as an amplifier. And you know that amplifier is a circuit which increases strength of the input signal at the output. Matlab, for example, suppose this is the circuit, okay, this is an amplifier. You give 2 volt, you get 10 volt at the output. Okay, that means it is increasing the strength of the input signal at the output. So this is my input and this is my output. Basically वो input signal का strength को output में आपको बढ़ा के देगा. अच्छा, कौन से factor से बढ़ा के देगा वो हम लोग ऐसा बताते हैं AV. AV represents voltage gain. कितने से बढ़ गया, वो कितने से बढ़ गया वो factor हम कैसे निकालेंगे? It will be output upon input में, that means 10 upon 2, that means 5. So ये amplifier आपने जो डिजाइन किया है वो by a factor of 5 input का strength output में बढ़ा के देगा. ठीक है. In case of common base configuration, the amplification factor is denoted by alpha, right? And what is alpha here? What is, see, base तो common हो गया यहाँ पर, तो यहाँ पर output current क्या हो गया मेरा? कलेक्टर करंट, और इनपुट करंट क्या हो गया? एमिटर करंट, IE, राइट? IC अपॉन IE. सो आउटपुट अपॉन इनपुट विल बी अल्फा. सो अल्फा क्या है? अल्फा इज करंट एम्प्लीफिकेशन फैक्टर. करंट एम्प्लीफिकेशन फैक्टर, ठीक है, वो है आपका अल्फा. और इन केस ऑफ कॉमन बेस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इट इज IC अपॉन IE. या अगर हम लोग AC सिग्नल अप्लाई करेंगे तो हम लोग बोलेंगे डेल्टा IC अपॉन डेल्टा IE. दैट मीन्स चेंज इन द कलेक्टर करंट अपॉन चेंज इन एमिटर करंट. एंड नाउ जस्ट लुक एट दिस इक्वेशन. क्या बताया था मैंने कि आउट ऑफ 100% ऑफ एमिटर करंट 2% गोज इनटू बेस, 98% गोज इनटू कलेक्टर. देयरफॉर वी से IE इज ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल टू IC. हम लोग बोलते हैं IE इज ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल टू IC, बट IE विल बी ऑलवेज लिटिल बिट मोर और ग्रेटर देन IC, है ना. या हम उल्टा बोल सकते हैं कि IC विल बी लेस देन IE ऑलवेज. तो ये इक्वेशन में अगर IC इफ इट इज लेस देन IE, ये दोनों का जो डिवीजन वैल्यू है इट विल बी ऑलवेज लेस देन 1, राइट? इट विल बी ऑलवेज लेस देन 1, राइट? सो अल्फा विल बी ऑलवेज लेस देन 1. अगर वो 1 के नीचे है ना, मैं एक सिंपल एग्जांपल बताता हूं आपको. सपोज ये 1 है तो 2 into 1 द आउटपुट विल बी 2 वोल्ट. तो हम बोलेंगे कि इसका गेन 1 का है, जो इनपुट में दिया वही आउटपुट में मिल रहा. सपोज आप यहाँ पर गेन 2 का रहेगा तो 2 into 2 द आउटपुट विल बी 4. मतलब हमको कितना मिलेगा? 2 वोल्ट दोगे तो 4 वोल्ट मिलेगा. ये एम्पलीफाई कर रहा है. लेकिन अगर मैंने यहाँ पर बोला कि मेरा गेन जो है वो 0.5 का है, 1 से कम है ना, तो 1 से अगर कम है तो यहाँ पर 2 into 0.5 मतलब 1 वोल्ट मिला. तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? मैं 2 वोल्ट इनपुट में दे रहा हूं और आउटपुट में मुझे 1 वोल्ट मिल रहा. तो एम्पलीफाई हुआ क्या? नहीं, उल्टा कम हो गया आउटपुट वोल्टेज, राइट? तो इसका मतलब है कि कॉमन बेस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में जो करंट एम्पलीफिकेशन अल्फा है वो लेस देन 1 है, और अगर लेस देन 1 है तो वो करंट का एम्पलीफिकेशन कभी नहीं करेगा. आया समझ में? तो ये एक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है जहां पर सिर्फ वोल्टेज का एम्प्लीफिकेशन होता है, करंट का एम्प्लीफिकेशन नहीं होता। आई होप you have understood the operation of common base configuration.